So I grew up with sisters, and sometimes people will hear that and say stuff to me like, oh, you grew up with sisters, so does that mean you're good at talking to girls? And it's just like, oh god no. Growing up with sisters didn't make me good at talking to girls. Growing up with sisters just made me good at talking to roommates who hate my guts.
I grew up with 2 sisters, no brothers. Sometimes people will hear that and they'll say to me, hey, you grew up with sisters. Does that mean you're good at talking to girls? It actually means I am bad at talking to guys. There's very little self-awareness whenever guys get together. Like in any group of guys, whenever one of them gets laid, all the other ones will ask him a bunch of really dumb questions like, oh, how was it, dude? Was it good? Yeah, there is no point asking a guy if the sex he had was good for him. Sex is always good for a guy. That's an important distinction. There's that old saying, it goes, having sex is like eating pizza. Even if it's bad, it's still pretty good. Yeah, that's only if you're a guy. If you're a girl, having sex is like watching somebody else eat pizza. Even if it is good, you're still probably gonna have to feed yourself later.
Having younger siblings is so much fun. Oh, I'm jealous. I was an only child. Well, growing up with younger siblings is awesome because they're always there to play with you, joke with you, frame you for crimes you didn't commit. What was that last one? Growing up with a younger brother meant that I always had someone to play catch with when I was bored, and he always had someone to blame when he broke something that was important to my parents and wanted someone else to get screamed at. Oh my god. One time my younger brother told my mom that I shattered a vase that my grandmother left behind in her deathbed, and even though I told my mom that he was the one who actually did it, she never looked at me the same. You're making it sound like all little brothers do is use you as a scapegoat. Oh, I'm not trying to put little brothers on blast or anything. Good, because little sisters do it too. What? When my little sister was in 9th grade, her and her friends stole my parents' alcohol, and then she hid the empty bottles in my room so that my parents would think it was me. That's awful. Don't worry, the story has a happy ending. When I confronted my little sister about it, she fake cried and then told my parents she was emotionally traumatized by all my boozing, so they shipped me off to military school. How is that a happy ending? Because when you go to military school, your younger siblings don't come with you. Okay, I take back the part where I said I was jealous. Hey, I heard about your surgery this weekend. I bet you're pretty nervous, huh? Oh, not really. I mean, sure, the hospital is very sketchy and the procedure is incredibly invasive, but I checked and my surgeon got really good grades in high school. Did you say high school? Yeah, he got straight A's all 4 years and took a bunch of AP classes, so yeah, I trust him to operate on my most vital organs without killing me for sure. Isn't it more important that a surgeon has, like, steady hands? Oh, this guy has the steadiest hands. I know it because he showed me the notes he took during freshman year Algebra 1, and his handwriting was amazing. I'm talking color-coded titles, hearts over the eyes. Some of it was even in cursive. Dude, high school grades don't matter when it comes to performing open-heart surgery. I obviously made sure he was a trusted doctor outside of just his high school grades. Thank God. I also reached out to his sophomore year bio teacher, and she said that when she needed a student to collect homework, she could always count on him. And if Mrs. Beaver Gavin can trust him to collect worksheets, then I can certainly trust him to perform a coronary artery bypass graft. Dude, high school grades don't matter after you graduate. I mean, look at me. I was a straight A student in high school, and now I'm unemployed. Huh, I actually didn't know you got good grades in high school. Well, that settles it. I want you to perform my surgery. I'm gonna pass. Dude, I am convinced that aliens are real. You are? Yeah, and I think they've been abducting my wife every night after I go to sleep and every day after I leave for work. Like when I wake up in the middle of the night, she's gone, and when I call home from the office, she never picks up. Okay, well that could mean that your wife is being abducted by aliens, or it could mean that your wife is just cheating on you. I think the aliens must be probing her mind and messing with her head, because she claims she doesn't go anywhere, but a friend of mine told me that he saw her wandering around the lobby of a fancy hotel, wearing her nicest dress, spraying herself with perfume, and nervously glancing up at the clock. Yeah, your wife is definitely just cheating on you. It's not just my wife, man. The aliens are moving objects, too. What kind of objects? Objects like my wife's car. She drove it to visit her sister for the weekend, who lives in another state, but then I saw it parked outside her personal trainer's house. I mean, that's gotta be a sign of extraterrestrial activity. Does it, though? No, dude, I'm telling you, it's aliens, and I think they're trying to make contact. Like, they're always calling my wife's cell phone at ungodly Earth hours like 2 a.m., and I picked it up once and heard, in an alien language before they hung up. That's not an alien language, that's just the first part of a human man saying, I meant to call my mistress, but her husband picked up. Ugh, you just don't believe in aliens. No, I don't believe in your marriage. The girl I'm dating is a genius. She is? Yeah, like she's more into science than she is going out on dates. Like instead of asking me to take her out to an expensive restaurant, she's always just asking me for strands of my hair or samples of my saliva for her experiments. What, is she trying to clone you? Most dumb girls just use Q-tips to clean out the inside of their ears, but my girlfriend is such a genius that she uses Q-tips to swab the inside of my mouth when she thinks I'm sleeping. Okay, dude, I think she might actually be trying to clone you. My girlfriend is too smart to want to do shots or go out to a club. She just wants to stay in and study strands of my DNA under a microscope while whispering, duplicate, damn it, duplicate. Alright, man, I don't even think you're her boyfriend anymore. I think you might just be her lab rat. No, dude, my girlfriend already has lab rats. Like, a lot of them. I mean, seriously, it almost seems like she's doubling her lab rats every day. I think she's literally doubling her rats every day by cloning them. Now, I admit, dating someone that much smarter than me can be a little stressful. Like, the other day, the stress got so bad that I actually imagined I heard a voice that sounded an awful lot like mine coming from my girlfriend's lab and screaming, "What am I and why have you made me?" You didn't imagine that, man. That's just the voice of your clone. Don't be ridiculous, man. My girlfriend is just a smart girl who for sure hasn't cloned me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go. Whatever you say. Hey, man, what's up? Wait, you were just here. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. You were wearing a different shirt and we had a whole conversation. Well, I just came from my girlfriend's lab, so for that to be true, there'd have to be two of me. Oh, good God. Dude, my girlfriend is such a nerd. Really? Yeah, like she genuinely loves reading technical journals about alarm systems, and she's constantly studying blueprints of the bank I work at. Is there a chance she's trying to rob you? My girlfriend is so nerdy that on our first date, she only wanted to talk about work. Specifically my work. More specifically my work overseeing vault security and the combination to our safe. Okay, she's definitely trying to rob you. No, she's just a nerd. Like she literally only wants to watch nerdy movies. What, like Star Wars or Star Trek? No, more like raw footage from my bank security cameras and occasionally Ocean's 11 for inspiration, whatever that means. It means she's going to rob you, man. Okay, for one thing, she wouldn't even have time to rob me. She literally spends all her time either with me or with her nerdy little cosplay troupe. Her cosplay troupe? Yeah, they're always getting together to dress up as characters from obscure nerd shit. Like today they're wearing ski masks and carrying empty duffel bags. I actually just dropped them off at a convention. Let me guess, was the convention near your bank? How'd you know? The convention was actually in the alley directly behind my bank. You know, the one with the secret back entrance that only bank employees are supposed to know about? I wouldn't count on being a bank employee for much longer once your bosses find out that you accidentally helped your girlfriend rob them. Okay, I really can't talk about this right now. I'm actually supposed to be going to get my girlfriend soon, so... Hey, are all those alarms and gunshot noises coming from the direction of your bank? Yes, they are, and... Oh, my girlfriend just texted saying she's ready to get picked up. Dude. The girl I'm dating is like really shy. Is that so? Yeah, like whenever we go out to a restaurant, she makes us sit in a private room in the back, and I think she's called ahead and told the staff that she's too shy to make eye contact because all of the waiters just glance down at their feet whenever she walks by. What, is your girlfriend like in the mob? She's too shy to even tell me what she does for work or explain why that work pays her exclusively in envelopes full of cash. And she's so scared of leaving her comfort zone that she refuses to even visit me at my work because she says it's outside her territory. Holy shit, dude, I think your girlfriend might actually be in the mob. She's always saying things under her breath like, family is the most important thing there is. So whenever I ask to meet her family, she gets all bashful and says she doesn't want to involve me in that world, whatever that means. I think it means her family is a crime family because she's in the mob. She's so shy that she didn't even speak up when a guy catcalled her on the street the other day, but luckily I heard through the grapevine that two men in suits randomly found that same guy the next day and broke both of his legs. Talk about karma. That's not karma, that's the mafia. Whatever it is, it's exhausting. I can't be with someone who's so closed off they refuse to ever come out of their shell. It's actually why I'm thinking about ghosting her. I would definitely not recommend doing that. The girl I'm dating is so ditzy. Really? Yeah, like she's so ditzy, she can't even drive her own car, so she just has to have a team of full-time drivers. And she's too ditzy to figure out how to check into a hotel, which is why she has to vacation in private villas. Full-time drivers in private villas? What, is she a billionaire? She's so ditzy that she can't even tell when you're making a joke. Like, we were walking along the pier and I saw a hot pink yacht that coincidentally had her name on the side, and I was like, hey, that yacht's got your name. Does that mean it's yours? And instead of laughing, she just stared at me and nodded. Okay, so she's definitely a billionaire. I wish I was dating a smart girl who could talk about movies and stuff, but instead I'm stuck dating a ditzy girl who just wants to talk about how many skirts she's designing or how much makeup she's selling. So not only is she a billionaire, it sounds like she's a self-made billionaire. She's too ditzy to be self-made. Like, I've heard overheard her talking on the phone, and let me just say these two words. Daddy's money. You're saying she gets money from her dad? No, I'm saying she gives money to her dad. Now that I think about it, she gives money to a lot of people, and business ventures, and charities, but she does it all while wearing a hot pink crop top, so does it even count? Obviously it does count. She's clearly not ditzy, you just don't respect her intelligence because she, like, wears fun clothes. Well, WPTD. WPTD? Wears pink, therefore ditzy. Okay.